Rogers County deputies say a traffic stop this week led to the biggest meth bust in the history of the county, worth $2.5 million. Deputies say they found 115 pounds of meth and more than 2 pounds of fentanyl in the trunk of a woman's car, which they believe came straight from the cartel. News on 6's Reagan Ledbetter explains how many people these drugs could have killed had they not been taken off the streets.
Sheriff Scott Walton says the 2 pounds of fentanyl is enough for 500,000 lethal doses, which could kill the entire population of Rogers County 5 times. Sergeant Ron Walker says this is the largest meth bust he's had in his 30 years in law enforcement.
I'm still smiling. In Oklahoma, I think there's only probably been 3. Bigger than this one.
Walker is specially trained to look for indicators of criminal activity during traffic stops, and he says when he pulled over Tyra Stewart for tailgating, she showed all the signs.
Continuously scanning the area, head moving around, hands shaking badly. She's fidgeting in her seat.
She told deputies she was following the semi because she was lost and met the driver on the west side of Tulsa, but couldn't describe what he looked like. Walker says a K-9 alerted to the trunk of her car, and that's when they found duffel bags full of drugs.
Her story, she said she never opened the trunk of the car, so she had no idea. Somebody must have just forgotten the 115 pounds of meth.
Walker says the fentanyl was wrapped in food saver bags, carbon paper, and dipped in hot wax several times. He says the meth was wrapped in plastic and covered in axle grease and smelled like Vicks Vapor Rub. He believes the drugs came straight from the cartel.
There's no profile, no physical profile for what a drug smuggler looks like. I mean, I've seen them from 18 to 85.
Sheriff Scott Walton says these massive drug busts are saving lives like never before.
This is a pure example of what open borders and cartel drug trade pushes into Oklahoma, through Oklahoma. We're talking about lives saved here. Sadly enough, there's another load behind it.
Deputies say Stewart swallowed cocaine and had to be taken to the hospital after her arrest. In Rogers County, Reagan Ledbetter, Oklahoma's own News on 6.